I'm your cool girl, Isak.
And I'm your sweet guy, Kevin.
And I'm your fun and crazy guy, Alexander.
You know what? I really missed you for some reason.
What?
More than any other week.
Why? What happened? What did you guys do?
I know why Kevin's like that, you know? Nowadays, like, all the entertainers, singers, they're like having couples. Girlfriend, boyfriend. Just trying to feel that feeling, you know?
I missed you.
아이고,
누나 여자로 보이니? Yeah, no, but I've noticed that, yeah, there are a lot of singers that are coming forward with their relationships, like Sleepy and Hwayobi, and of course, Kim Young-jun and Hwang Jung-eum, and then Seven and Park Han-byul, and, you know, a lot of, man, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, and Jeonjin and Lee Si-young.
Yeah, we should go on a blind date. Sorry. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, it's really hot these days. You know, it's really hot.
That's why today we're prepared here on All About You about some creepy stories to blow away the heat.
Creepy stories?
Do you have any scary, like, do you like scary movies?
I love scary movies.
You could watch scary movies by yourself.
The movie Ring, the Japanese one.
The Japanese one is worse than the American one.
I watched it by myself. It's so by myself. All the lights off. I'm like, cool.
Wow.
So yes, I love my scary movies. What about you guys?
I love to watch scary movies.
Bong.
No, I do.
Kevin은 보고 he always say, I want to watch it, but after it ends, I regret.
No. But then when I do watch it, I have to watch like this.
I know. He always covers it, so it's like basically not watching. You know?
I'm like.
Oh, 진짜.
Anyways, what about you, Alexander?
Me? 좋죠. I like to watch with a bunch of friends. I can't be like watching alone at home.
I know. How can you do that?
I watched all the Saw movies by myself too. I was watching the Saw movies, I'm like, ew, cool. Ew, cool. So we're gonna start sharing some scary stories from our listeners from today. Alexander, where's our first one from?
Okay, this one's from Singapore. It's from Nuhidaya.
Okay.
The creepiest story I've experienced happened last summer. It was early in the morning, around 5 a.m., and I was sleeping. My sister, who was in the same room, was studying. Then suddenly she saw a black object flying, and it landed right beside me. It was a bat.
Yeah.
What? Come on, quick! Bring the big spray! Would that work? Soon, my younger brother, who heard me screaming, came to our room and threw a book at the bat. It wobbled a bit and flew out the window. Several days later, my younger brother was sleeping, lying on his face, and he felt tons of pain in his back. And I saw there were scratch marks on his back. They looked like they'd been made by bat claws. Could a bat get revenge on people like this?
Okay, now I thought it was going to be like a ghost story or something like that, but wow, bats getting revenge? I guess there's a lot of bats in Singapore?
I've never seen a bat before, for real, but, you know, it sounds, ew.
I think it's more gross. It's like gross.
I know.
If there's a bat in my room, I'd be freaking out.
But I'm like wondering, why does a bat like try to appear in Nuhidaya's home instead of like any places?
Maybe he likes it.
Well, maybe it's like trying to deliver some message.
Well, I mean, maybe because I know that if you're in like an area where there's a lot of mountains, sometimes you can have bats in the area. But I mean, bats getting revenge? I've heard of cats getting revenge, but not bats.
Well, I heard that animals do like to get revenge. Like they return the favor, is that what they say? Dogs
do that. Dogs. I swear, the dog that my former member was, quote, you know, raising is, the meanest dog in the world.
I think it's a good dog.
Bad dog.
Bad dog.
Why?
Since I'm not the owner, I'm not supposed to get mad at it. I got mad at it one day because his owner wasn't there. It'll pee on my bed in the same spot.
Oh my god.
But it wasn't until it's completely drenched. Only this much so that my blanket gets wet. If I wash it and it does it again. If I wash it, it does it again.
It has a grudge on you.
So yes, animals do get revenge. They do.
There's a story about cats' revenge.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from Japan, from Singular Pop. This is a story from my uncle. He really hates stray cats and had many stray cats around his house. My aunt sometimes gave them leftovers and adored them, but my uncle hated them. One day, my uncle was about to go to work, so he put his foot in his shoes. Then, he felt something really soft. When he looked inside, he saw a dead mouse. A cat had put it in it. Isn't that creepy?
Ew. mean, I like mice, but not dead ones. Ew.
That's why today we're talking about cat.
Yes.
And we brought our cat.
Ta-da! Isn't it cute?
Oh,
From our
이쁘다.
fan. Yeah.
Here,
cute.
let's hear it talk.
Okay, this is his cat. My cat is... Sorry, it's a dog.
My cat's got a temper.
Mine's like me. Mine's like me. It's like...
Anyways, yes, it's my cat.
So, I mean, where did you guys get the sounds from?
We
We recorded it.
These are you guys?
Yeah, it's our voice.
I mean, mice, I could say I like Mickey Mouse, I like Minnie Mouse, I like cartoon characters, but yeah, I mean, and yeah.
Be careful, they might get revenge on you.
I know.
무섭다. Okay, well, we're going to continue sharing some scary stories, but we have to watch the music video, so we'll see you guys after that.
Okay. It's better than a dog.
No. Alright, with our All About You today, we're talking about creepy stories. Alright, well, Kevin, I think you have our next story for us.
Yes, our next creepy story is from Indonesia, from 12 Kiss You. This happened last year to my family. My parents and sister were visiting me at my dorm, and we went out to have some fun. We went back to my dorm a couple of hours later when the dorm mother greeted us and said to my sister that she's glad my sister found us. We were confused because my sister has been with us for hours. And the dorm mother said, "Hey, you saw me about 20 minutes ago. You asked me where your sister's room is. Don't you remember? I mean, it was really you." She had met my sister a few times and knows her pretty well. So there is no way she had mistaken someone else for my sister. And that person even wore the same clothes and hairband as my sister did. But who was she? My sister was with us the whole time, and we walked into the dorm building 10 minutes after this sister left, claiming not to be able to find us.
I think it's, they call this, a doppelganger.
What do you want to say?
But what's a doppelganger? Like,
Doppelganger?
is it a good thing or bad thing to see it?
No, I heard it recently, and it's about if you see another person that looks exactly like you. They say there's someone in this world that has the same, like the same face, same features, and if you meet that person, one of you will die.
Oh my gosh, you know
It's
what?
called a doppelganger.
I'm not kidding. I might die then. Because I saw someone really exactly like me.
Where?
I don't know, he was quite handsome. And then I realized I was facing the mirror. Sorry. Okay, it was a mirror.
다음. Next letter.
Okay.
Very good.
It's always doing this kind of thing.
Self-obsession.
Okay. Our next letter is from Korea, from Silly Willy. This was something I experienced in high school. We were studying at school late at night, and I was walking with my friend toward her room. Then we saw a girl standing at the end of the hall. It was where a science lab was, so the lights were all turned off, and no one should have been there. I'll be me and you.
Okay.
Hey, do you see her? Why is she standing right there?
I know, she's not wearing our school uniform. What? She doesn't have legs!
Okay, my friend and I rushed in her room and had a hard time forgetting it. Several days later, I went to the library and I saw our old school albums by accident. My school has been there for 70 years and I found that the uniform the girl had worn was from 70 years ago. Then was it a ghost that we saw that night?
Maybe. I mean, I've seen ghosts before, so I have to say that, yeah, I do think that ghosts exist.
I'm having a hard time even believing this story.
But there's a really famous ghost story here in Korea that involves schoolgirls. So.
Do you know about it?
Oh, I know it.
Oh, let's hear it.
진짜로? 얘기해줘?
I'm ready.
준비됐어?
I'm ready.
알겠어요. Okay. Well, what it is, you know how in Korea the competition between number one in the class, 1등, is really, really big, right? Well, the story is variated very, very differently in many different situations, but apparently the girl in second place was so envious of the girl in first place that they went to a school getaway, so like an empty. They went on a school trip. And the girl, number one, was standing in front of a pond. And so what girl number 2 did was she felt that it would be a great idea to push the girl into the water, but she thought that since she could swim out, broke her legs, pushed her into the water so that she would drown. So of course the girl died. This is the story. And then
Oh my God.
the girl number 2, of course, got to number 1, and she was studying for finals. And then while she was at school by herself, she started hearing the door open and close. And then
I think I know about it. Oh my god.
And then of course, then she could hear something a little bit better, and she could hear that once they opened the door, oh, she's not here. 없네? And then the door closed, and then it still kept getting closer and closer and closer.
And they go,
맞아. That's the story.
Oh, I can't. Your cat just.
Your cat got scared.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I heard that. I heard that one.
It's a really famous story.
I know.
It's a really famous story.
What's that? I'm
Well,
just kidding.
how about just not a latte? I think maybe it might be just an old woman who came to see her junior studying, you know?
I hear that there's one about hospitals too. There's a lot of ones about hospitals.
Yes, hospitals.
No.
Hospitals and recording studios.
Hospitals, recording studios. Yeah, scary, 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 scary.
But somebody talking about mirror. Have you heard about that myth?
What?
The fourth reflection. When you have two mirror, you see yourself and the reflection of the mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth reflection is not you. It's a ghost.
Really?
Oh, I heard about that.
Really?
Oh.
나 그거 처음 들어봐.
I have another one. There's a boy who was doing rock, paper, scissors at the school all by himself in the dark. And he had a mirror by himself, and he did rock, paper, scissors. And the mirror won.
와, 무섭다!
But now I'm having a mirror. Okay, forget
There's
about
also
it.
one in the States that we used to do, Bloody Mary.
Oh,
the mirror.
no! I heard about that. That's
Bloody
bad.
I can't
Mary.
do that.
Bloody Mary. No, but I've had an experience when I did that in the bathroom, and I came out scratched. So,
Really?
yeah, it wasn't a good experience.
You scratched yourself.
Not really,
I'm
but
kidding.
I had some really weird encounters with ghosts, I think.
I think Yusa sees a lot of ghosts.
You know
Yeah.
the movie? Oh, my love. What's that?
Ghosts.
Ghost. Oh, God. You want to be like that designer to have a boyfriend. Oh, romantic.
Is that movie with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah, Whoopi
yeah,
Goldberg,
yeah.
Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore. Why all of a sudden we talk about ghosts and now it goes to a love story?
Back to the topic, you know about deja vus and nightmares and everything. You know how you're talking about it? I heard that people who are stressed out and are weak, they could see more of those things. And experience those things.
Stress.
So I think you need a boyfriend.
No. Wow, Kevin's teasing you now.
알았어. Well, I hear that in Korea we always have to nurture ourselves, and they say 몸보신. And so I think that the chicken soup. 삼계탕.
Oh,
really
chicken
yummy.
soup. Chicken soup. 가자, let's go and eat now.
Okay, well, it looks like with that I'm gonna have to buy them yet another dinner.
Yay!
And we're gonna see you guys next week. So enjoy our music video.
Don't look at the mirror. Nah.
돌려. This way. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye guys. Put those away. Put those away.